Welcome, everyone. We're about to kick off a really powerful 10-part series. It's all about helping you break free from those toxic attachments and honestly, just find your way back to you.
So, let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a relationship where you just felt lost? You know, like your own personality, your hobbies, the things that make you you, just started to kind of fade away? Or maybe you feel this constant, heavy weight of being responsible for someone else's happiness. If any of that rings a bell, then you are absolutely in the right place.
And that's really the whole point of this Explainer series. We want it to be your guide, a straightforward, practical path to understanding what's going on, healing from it, and, most importantly, rediscovering the person you are outside of that dynamic.
Now, our roadmap for this entire journey comes from an incredible book by Na'im Najieb called Breaking Free of Codependency. We're going to be digging into its key lessons and breaking them down into clear, actionable explainers for you.
The way Najieb structures this whole healing process is really smart. It's broken into two main parts. Part one is called Intoxication. This is where we figure out the why we get pulled into these toxic relationships in the first place. Then we move on to part two, Detoxification. And this is the how. This is where we get the actual tools we need to heal and finally let go of those toxic attachments for good.
So, this two-part process is laid out over 10 focused steps. I want you to think of each of our upcoming explainers as a milestone. You know, a marker on your path to freedom. Let's take a quick look at what's coming up. In the first half of the series, that whole intoxication phase, we'll start by unpacking normal dependency, and the answer there might actually surprise you. From there, we'll get super clear on what codependency really is. Then we'll look at the healthy goal we're all aiming for, interdependence. After that, we're going to expose guilt and guilt trips for what they are, weapons used in these dynamics. And we'll wrap up part one by talking about individuality and how you can start taking yours back.
Then we switch gears and get into the Detoxification toolkit. This is all about action. We'll learn the 3 essential steps to building boundaries that actually stick. We'll walk through the strategy of deliberately disconnecting, and, this is a big one, we'll prepare you for how toxic partners often resist when you try to leave. We're also going to explore the deep link between codependency and addiction, and finally we'll dive into understanding narcissism and the part it so often plays in all of this. So, with all of that laid out, what's the one single idea that holds this entire journey together? I think it's the most important takeaway of the whole series.
Here it is, straight from the book. Codependency is a toxic mindset. That toxic mindset leads to toxic relationships and behavior.
Let that sink in for a second. This is the whole key. It's not just about a bad partner or one unlucky relationship. Codependency is a pattern of thinking that lives inside of us. But here's the amazing, hopeful part. Because it's a mindset, it is something that you have the absolute power to change.
So look, this series is way more than just information. It's really an invitation to a journey of healing and of rediscovering yourself. So the only question left is, are you ready to begin? We're excited to take this first step with you. I'll see you in the next explainer.